Okay. I will just get your orderly to sort.
No. I'm going like any other field agent. Because it will boost the morale of the team. So sign me a gun.
Offshoot stars Kehinde Bankole as Modesire Mbakwe, a fierce, no-nonsense new boss of the Nigeria's drug agency, NDA. She's the good guy, the heroine of this piece. But for some reason, while watching her and the rest of the characters do their thing here, my mind wandered for a moment, imagining a world where a Nollywood film took a bolder step to tell the story of a Nigerian agency much closer to the reality on ground. One where the boss, man or woman, is a bad guy, collects bribe, and would do anything to safeguard the secrets of their wicked deeds. I know this isn't that movie, but my heart yearned for such while watching Offshoot. Enough daydreaming, Sha. Let's get into the movie we got. Welcome to the latest episode of Rinzy Reviews Is This Worth Watching? And today, we're moving like sniffer dogs, joining Kehinde Bankole in going after drug pushers and bad guys in Offshoot. Now so, before we jump in, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, not just to boost our egos, but to help this channel stand out with YouTube's algorithm. Thank you. Modesire Mbakwe, played by Kehinde Bankole, has just been appointed as the first female head of investigations and operations at Nigeria's drug agency, NDA, following the death of her predecessor. Determined to make her mark and rid the nation of its worsening drug crisis, she immediately dives into her role, leading successful raids that quickly catch the attention of a powerful drug cartel. Her unwavering, all-for-nothing approach doesn't sit well with her husband, DK, especially as the threats from the cartel escalates, endangering their young daughter and straining their marriage. Modesire's rigid black and white worldview drives her forward, but those around her, DK, her family and her colleagues, urge her to reconsider her compromising stance. As DK grapples with the choice between protecting his family and supporting his wife's mission, he makes a pivotal decision that sets off a chain reaction, ties in Modesire's job, their marriage, and potentially her sanity. Offshoot is a tense narrative that challenges the boundaries of loyalty, power, and the cost of seeing the world through an unyielding lens. The good. One thing Offshoot does well is create an air of tension and mystery, at least at the start. From the moment Modesire steps into her new role, there's this feeling that something isn't quite right. You can tell she's going to have to fight battles on multiple fronts, not just with the criminals, but with her own people. And Kehinde Bankole nails the stoic, uncompromising character. You can feel her conviction, her dedication to the job, and how much she's willing to sacrifice for her ideals. The narrative also does a decent job of raising some thought-provoking questions about loyalty and the price of power. There's this constant push and pull with Modesire's personal life and her professional duties. She's trying to protect her family from the dangers her job attracts, while also refusing to back down from her mission, clean up the streets. And let's talk about that ending without giving too much away. It's a satisfying twist that brings the story full circle. By the end, Modesire is forced to confront everything she's been resisting, particularly that black and white view of the world. She has to face the harsh reality that maybe, just maybe, those closest to her aren't entirely who they seem. And even though she ends up doing the right thing, it's obvious that she's had a hard time and rounds of internal struggles to be able to get to that point. The bad. For all its strengths, Offshoot has its fair share of missteps. The pacing is a real problem here. The movie is unnecessarily long, way too long, dragging on for about 2 hours without enough material to justify it. It has this tendency to go in circles, repeating the same points over and over again, which quickly gets tiring. I mean, Modesire is a capable boss, being undermined from within. We get that. But how many scenes do we need to drive that point home? Then there are the character decisions that are, well, let's just say they are questionable. For example, we have Modesire, head of the National Drug Agency, casually calling her husband to chat about her current mission in the middle of a raid. I mean, we can excuse them making bedside small talks of national sensitive matters because couples talk. But what's with the call while on a mission? This is just one of many such scenarios where characters make choices that feel out of place, and these pull you out of the story. The supporting characters don't add much depth either. Despite Modesire's interaction with her family and co-workers, they mostly serve as props to reinforce her rigidity rather than fully realize characters within their own arcs. And while the movie touches on family dynamics, it often feels forced, like a subplot that's just there to check off a box rather than add meaningful depth. There are subplots too that are boring and make little to no sense. The whole thing with Modesire's husband Dickie and his long-lost pal, played by David Jones David, threatened to send me to sleep more times than I could count. Although the arc ended up playing a major role in how the film concluded, their scenes were boring and had me wanting to fast forward anytime they came up. In conclusion, so is Offshoot worth watching? Well, it's not a bad film. It has an intriguing premise, a strong lead performance by Kehinde Bankole, and sometimes Kelechi Udegbe too shows slices of his ability to bring forth unforgettable performances. But it doesn't fully capitalize on its potential either. Even with its ending that wraps things up nicely, it is bogged down by its lengthy runtime, repetitive storytelling, and some questionable character choices that can make it to be considered boring in some quarters. In the end, Offshoot is a movie about confronting shades of grey in a world that Modesire insists on seeing in black and white. It is a noble effort, but it falls short of being truly engaging. If you're up for a drama that scratches the surface of family and power dynamics at work, maybe give it a shot. Just don't expect to come out feeling entirely satisfied, especially if you have high taste. Alright, that's it for today's review. If you've seen Offshoot, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Did it resonate with you, or did some parts of it throw you off? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for some more reviews on Nollywood's latest releases. Until next time, keep watching, and I'll see you in the next video.